I feel like this whole thing is just a big meme. Everyone's
So
just
saying like you want to start a crusade against the
like,
Muslims is not a meme.
Okay, so has anything new happened, or are we done with this? Is it all over now?
Oh, it's over.
150, yeah.
Has it ended? The whole...
The most important thing is that when they went into the hostage situation, there's dozens dead already.
Holy shit! What? So how many people? How many people died altogether?
In the nightclub or whatever.
150, I think.
150 total.
We need to wait at least one more day to see the official numbers.
It's getting pretty worse. The feed's saying that there's grenades used on the people, the hostages.
No.
So it might be a lot more than we expect.
Sounds like Trump was right about that Trojan horse.
See, that was a meme.
Who said it?
That's not a meme. He actually said that.
Actually,
that's kind of what it was.
And it's kind of what it is, yeah. In a way, that's what it was.
I mean, they openly said it was going to be a Trojan horse. They're like, we're letting in all of our guys while you're letting in these immigrants. Have fun. It's literally what they said on Twitter and all that shit.
Bless you.
Hey, so when Cox was there, did they actually do anything? Or did they just go, oh, your looks fine?
They said that they would tell the NFT that he would look into the area.
Is he keeping the ticket open?
Yeah, I asked him to. But they said they'd detach this ticket and keep it open. What, is my stream still offline?
You're on.
What's up?
Oh, you're back on now.
Wow, nice memes.
Are you really gonna use Russia Today as a source, please?
Like, is any site really noteworthy these days?
Russia Today fucking showed that like a jet could have downed the fucking MH, was it 17, the one that was over Ukraine?
Yes.
Sure it could. There's nothing saying that it can't.
They were saying...
They also reported that there was signature of another jet, like a military jet, by the airplane.
They're saying it was originally a NATO fighter plane that shot it down.
RT is just the
that doesn't mean everything they say is.
Yeah, it means almost everything they say is not wrong, but it's heavily biased.
And at least I know the Russia Today, they have a division of Russia Today in England, and they're not biased. Like,
yeah, they are, RT. It's a complete propaganda piece of
If you don't think they're biased, you just believe in what they say.
So please, give us a list of your non-biased, completely non-biased news sources.
There aren't
Fox
any.
News, bungers.
There's just like some that are less biased than others.
But I mean, like, they at least don't make shit up like Russia Today does.
Everyone makes shit up, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
like
not
CNN literally doesn't just make shit up all day,
every
day.
Hey, they miss, like, I don't know. They're just really stupid. CNN's really dumb, okay? You can't compare stupidity and just blatant, like, purposeful propaganda.
Like, if there was a major terrorist attack and CNN blamed somebody completely, like out of the blue, then they would be on the same level of RT. But RT does that a lot of times.
Yankee, do you think that Al Jazeera is a good source for news or no?
No. Wait,
no.
What?
For just in general, do you think that like the reporting is like decent, or do you think it's really biased?
They're pretty biased. I mean, they're funded by the UAE.
Qatar. No, they're funded by
No,
Qatar.
when it comes to U.S. politics, Al Jazeera is not that biased.
Okay, but I'm not talking about U.S. politics. I have 15 different U.S. news stations. I'm talking about like reporting in the Middle East. Yeah.
No, they're
they're very biased.
They're gonna be pro-Sunny.
Oh, okay.
Every day of the week.
Biased, yeah.
Pro-Sunny?
So out of all
it seemed like for a time Al Jazeera tried to be a good news source for American news.
Yeah, and then the uprising happened.
They're probably
manipulating it afterwards.
They're probably more moderate as far as like news organizations in the Middle East go, but they're still pretty biased. Sunny fuck off.
Especially if you read Al Jazeera Arabia. They're a lot more biased.
So is it confirmed 100 dead inside the stadium?
It was 150.
Holy
I think shit! It was 150 from all the attacks, no, not just inside the stadium, was it?
Oh.
There's like the 15 original, and then shootings, the bombs, the hostages is going to be the most.
What is the wounded count at?
No idea.
Probably a lot more.
Yeah, they have a advanced field hospital.
Is it still ongoing?
Troops have been
or is it
deployed.
over?
It's a bit insane.
Yeah, the 100 died in the theater.
That's not confirmed.
Well, that's what I'm reading from the
Is
live
it all
thread.
over, or is it still ongoing?
Well, the raid is over. Like, the attackers are dead or captured, but there could still be more attackers.
Where are you guys getting these numbers from? I'm following news this second. Are we all on the same Twitter feed?
Yeah, I'm on news this second.
Conflict news is saying 140.
No,
dead
that
in total.
conflict news earlier was reporting false info. I wouldn't trust them.
Okay.
The AFP report says
I
100
feel
dead.
like there's a lot of fucking rumors going on.
Yeah, there's a ton of misinformation.
If you want real numbers, you need to wait till tomorrow.
Yo, can anyone read this? I wanna know what this says.
This is about the refugee camp or something? I don't know.
Yeah, the one that was burning. Google Translate.
A refugee camp is on fire.
Yeah, they're retaliating.
It's
to-
burning. Yeah, it's retaliation. People think it's a hoax, though.
I mean, pictures.
Maybe ISIS are doing it so that they can look like
Where's
they're being
GG?
attacked.
You're alive.
Oh,
Glad to
yeah.
see you.
Oh, I just got it from the Reddit live thread. That's all.
118 people have died.
In total or in this
I mean, I
game?
don't think
in
we have
total.
the full total yet. Do we? I don't think so.
People can still die in hospitals and shit.
You won't have a total until tomorrow or even later.
Yeah, at least until tomorrow or 2 days.
But the guy was right. They killed fucking everyone in Bataclan.
Yeah, I sent the Vine earlier. This Vine is really horrible.
So French police official says at least 100 dead at Paris concert hall. So that means it's not even.
Don't
including
believe
the-
Russia. That's
Yeah,
Russia
a total
Today's
of
report.
What? I'm reading this is from the Associated Press, maybe.
Aren't they just reporting because Russia reported that, or?
They said French police officials say at least 100
Oh
dead.
fuck!
At least 100. That's different from 100 total.
They said at least 100 dead at Paris concert hall. That's the.
Wow.
I linked it.
That's just one of the attacks. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Only one attack site.
Because the explosions, they're saying, was from grenades, not flashbangs. So, and if everybody was close together.
There were also explosions at the Stade de France at the football match.
A suicide bomber, to be specific.
Oh, we got more Trump tweets, boys.
Oh god.
Trump tweets.
Gun control tweets.
More Trump
Gun
tweets.
control tweets. Here we go. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, Trump is
No,
really
no,
retarded.
Yeah, no tragedies happen in America, right? Because of their lax
I
gun
mean, he's
control.
right.
Oh,
That
no,
was a big gun
Donald
control
Trump.
country.
Oh
I
god,
remember that.
these tweets.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's cool as fuck. Never mind. I got it.
The tweet. Somebody
Wait,
tried to
would
link
you
this
guys
to
not
the
agree with that
Stanford
tweet? I mean,
University.
I like
Not
whenever
really.
someone points out
It just
facts on
disputes
Twitter,
the
like
argument
I'm
some
pretty
that
sure
Didn't they have
most of
AKs
these
in
deal
the
with
Senate?
like
What kind of
crazy
guns were they
insurgency.
shooting with? Was it AKs or was it some
Yeah,
other kind of gun?
probably was AKs.
They also had
it was
shotguns.
probably, they killed 100 people.
Oh,
it
they
was
chuck
probably
them.
rifles.
Yeah, that's what they're using to execute people.
What kind of rifles?
They're using shotguns to execute people one by one.
Holy fuck! Up close, like
the
fucking
people,
shotguns?
apparently
far
people,
away,
people were found dismembered.
Well, yeah, because they threw grenades.
Yeah,
Well,
people
also,
were
a shotgun
dismembered
point
because of the
blank probably
grenades
does a little bit
and
of
shit.
damage to your-
Yep.
Shotgun point blank is gonna be a disgusting. What
Yeah,
the fuck?
Oh, I
There's
think
gonna be
anything,
dismemberment.
anything point blank is gonna be pretty fucked up.
There's a friend of a friend who was at the football match and he posted a Facebook video in which he said he was scared and shit and he explained what happened.
Oh no.
I'd be scared for France at the football match too. Germans
Well,
gonna
France
kill
won.
soccer team.
Germany
Yeah.
just sent plane to Paris to bring back citizens from
I heard
the
a
football
meme.
match. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that was a
Moon, I really
I
should
just
actually ban
heard
you
a
for
meme.
that.
That was my bad one.
Why? What do you do?
I said a
It
pretty big
memed.
meme.
Meme
What, don't you
illegally.
read the top of the chat?
No.
No memes allowed.
Yeah, I know, my bad. We turned alt
Oh,
Eiffel
there's very
Tower.
lax meme control in this this TeamSpeak room.
I mean, if Hannibal's gonna be allowed to just keep going on and on, then we're gonna
Oh, and Green, are you for
You know
real
what,
right
Moon? You're
now?
right. Let me take care of some of this memeing right
Yeah,
now.
take care of
I
both
think-
of us.
You know what?
Do it.
I think these kind of meme
There we go,
happenings
guys. I
wouldn't
just solved
happen
some-
if we
I
had
just
better
solved
meme
it.
control.
Thanks, Geek.
What the fuck, you?
No, like, you know what I noticed, that whenever someone posts some kind of fact on Twitter that's even, semi-realistic, like all these like SJW liberal types
This is
are
getting
like,
really
that's
interesting.
offensive to my feelings in this situation. You shouldn't
Official
talk like that."
blogger response. Why would you even like this?
Like when Trump posted that thing about the guns, someone's like, "That's really offensive to what's going on
doesn't
right
really
now."
sound relevant.
Well, I mean, if you were in that movie theater, wouldn't you want 10 to 15 citizens that had concealed carry?
Yeah, but it's hard.
Yeah,
but these attacks still happen in the United States, so it's hard to say what impact.
Yeah, we don't have to deal with like crazy
They can't
ISIS
happen in the
like
United States because we kill them.
insurgents like running
What do you
around
mean
that
it
country
can't happen in
shooting
the United
everybody.
States? What about 9/11?
They
Didn't
tried
that
to
happen
do
in the
it in
United
Texas,
States?
remember?
Didn't 9/11 happen in
Remember?
the... Wait, what country was
Did it?
9/11 in?
Can we get an article?
That was
I mean, it's
South
a
Africa.
country.
but
I
you
mean,
can't.
Link?
Wait, the first time...
It's a gun-free zone.
What about the
Sorry,
first
how many-
the first time
how
the
many-
Twin Towers were attacked? What country were those in that time? I know for 9/11
but
it was
those
the United
airplanes
States,
were
but the
gun-free
second
zones.
time...
Yeah, those are airplanes. Those are gun free.
Oh, okay.
You're not allowed to bring guns on airplanes.
So we're just like, okay, well, if we were to compare the number of people that died in terrorist attacks out of France to the number of people that died of gun violence in the United States, which numbers do you think would be higher?
U.S.
It's the cost of freedom.
Wait, are we counting black on
Black
black
people?
crime? Because
Yeah,
I don't
we're
think that
counting all
counts.
crap. Okay.
That shouldn't count because that's mostly crime. Like it's not like defense or so, protection. Or
Sure. I'm just saying that you have to be
accidents.
careful not to be like insanely fucking autistic when you say something like, if the whole country had guns and we're losing, thousands of people a year to gun violence, it would be okay.
No, there was a
because
really
then
good
these-
example though in Texas where they did that draw Muhammad thing, and then these guys tried to come in and start some shit. And they got pretty much destroyed the second they even showed up. So,
Yeah, sure. It's happened in a lot of places where people with CCWs to stop crime from happening. It happened just recently where somebody went to take a woman into the back of a gas station and rape her or whatever, and the guy shot him because he had a CCW in the station. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that CCWs are never a good or bad thing. Obviously, I'm a CCW holder. Like I think that it's good, but there is a lot of fucking gun violence that happens in the United States that doesn't happen anywhere else in the entire first world. We're the only country that has even close to this many people killing themselves with firearms. Australia used to have the problem.
Killing themselves or other people?
Killing themselves, like Americans killing
But
Americans.
they use
I'm talking
knives in
about.
other places.
Do you
don't
think
they?
that the
Like
death
knife
tolls in those
attacks?
countries are anywhere near? Do you think as many people die
Yeah.
per capita with knives in like the UK as people per capita die per guns in the United States?
The UK is a much much higher.
No, but yeah, I don't want to get racist in here, so I'm not going to say anything.
Oh, good job. I'm proud of you.
By the way, I'm looking at that map you're looking at. There's an actual place called Batman.
Well named.
Look at the top middle next to Sirt.
Is that a meme?
No, I'm just
Dude,
saying,
that's a
look-
meme. I might have to Mr. Boot in your ass.
I don't actually know. Like, it's
an autistic fact. It's probably pronounced like Batman or some shit. No, I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know, but it's
Batman.
called Batman in my eye here.
Before I log off for the day, please remember terrorism knows no religion, race, or gender.
Fuck
your
this
fingers
fucking-
crossed.
I mean,
unless you're a British
Hey, memes right
American
now?
non-Muslim, then you're seeing a lot of
right
it.
now it knows
That's what
exactly
Sky
one
Williams
religion,
said.
but okay.
Yeah, like there's been Irish Catholic terrorists. That's happened.
But not right now.
So
I think
what's
that right
that
now
about
the
religion,
overwhelming.
too?
I think right now the overwhelming
say?
majority of terrorists are probably Muslim. I think we can agree on that, right? Does it? That seems to be.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
Well,
okay.
yeah, we can agree, but it seems some people don't. Like,
Well, but like the problem is just because all terrorists are Muslims doesn't, or most terrorists are Muslims doesn't mean that most Muslims are terrorists. Like I think it's kind of like a not healthy jump.
Yeah,
to
you
make.
can't generalize.
And Muslims are a majority in the world. So.
Yeah, it also
very
doesn't.
hard.
It also doesn't help. Fuck off, Frenchie. I don't want to hear your anti-Muslim bullshit. It's also harder. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It's also hard. It's also like when you start making statements like, "Oh, Muslim, the religion of war," like it doesn't really help anybody. Like there's no valuable information that can be gleaned from that because it's not like we're about to like get rid of Muslim or like Islam from the world or whatever, right? Like that's.
That's what you think.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's what you think.
You're literally trying to kill an idea.
The refugee
Well,
camp.
someone mentioned it before. Like, if you remove all Muslims, then like you're probably gonna catch most of the terrorists, right?
The refugee camp was on fire. It's false.
Nice
Is that the
robo.
server?
Yankee, you're fucked up.
Ah, might be.
Oh,
Server.
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 Probably getting doxxed. Probably getting cuxed.
Good job, Cake.
I mean, I can't like go to Canada and like prevent DDoS.
Really? We don't even
you
get
can,
on-site support. What the fuck kind of tech are you?
Oh fucking.
Wait, you live in
wanna fly me
Boston,
there?
don't you? You're not that far away, right? How long is that
I
drive?
thought we had like an
I'm still
outside
like
connection.
8 hours away.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
about this? Why don't we get rid of all Muslim men and keep the women? I think that's okay because
Is this still not
most
memeing?
terrorists are men, right?
Yeah, I think we're memeing.
Okay.
I thought no memes.
Total death counts up to 160.
Because their women are hot. We can keep those. I mean, it's not a problem.
Feminists are right.
I love you, but you own a gun, right?
There, everyone in here gets the Cox experience now. Good job.
Oh, nice. I'm glad to share.
Oh, there we go.
Moon, do you have that map? Or lock?
Sharing
do
Cox.
you have a map with the?
Wait, why is
all
Mexico
lines?
up there so high? Oh,
it's
shit.
fucking Mexico, and they kill each other all the time. It's just drug-related violence, cartels.
Most likely.
Sounds about
Wow,
right.
look how amazing America is. We're so responsible with our guns.
It's been going down steadily for years.
Yeah, because most black people are going to prison now. Like what?
Jesus
Wait.
Christ, you clearly-
Is this still not
Oh my
memeing?
God.
Because this is like every statement he makes.
Wait, is that true? 90 guns
that's
per
not memeing?
100 people? Or is that real?
I
What?
think it's over 100 per 100 people now.
Where's
Holy
this?
shit.
I mean, I
It's
don't
in
know
the
anything
high
about gun
70s,
crime though.
isn't it?
You know, I'm only part Swiss, which means like, you know, we don't get that much gun crime, to be honest.
You also have like no immigration.
Well, geez, that's shocking. How can not having integration with other races cause a decrease in gun crime? No way.
A Lamel.
How much would you have to raise to actually have Hannibal banned off TeamSpeak? I'm willing to put a serious amount of money in at this point.
Can't afford it.
Whatever Destiny wants, I'll do it for half.
I think I know a figure.
How many plaques do we have to donate?
I feel like it's not fair to say that Hannibal's memeing when you have like this culture clash that does like result in people like
Shut
this
up,
amount of
Dr.
violence.
Shamrock.
What?
I'm just kidding, I'm sorry.
When we don't have like this idea of one people, of course you're going to be like less worried.
Yeah, when you have
about killing.
otherism,
Are
that guy's
memes allowed
different than
again,
me, then
or-
it's a lot harder to see eye to eye and before shooting each other.
This coming from Hannibal?
At least my meme was funny, but
these are memes though.
Memes are never funny. You know
What do you
that,
mean this
right?
coming from Hannibal? Otherism
My
has
meme
been
was
my
pretty
major
funny, yeah.
stance since day one. White people get along really well, generally.
My face when I live in Egypt.
Why does Vendor Defender always turn on after a PC restart? Come on.
Why does what?
Like, Windows Defender turns on every time I restart my computer and deletes all my fucking cracks for the part of the game.
Get fucked.
I'm fucked.
It's doing its job.
I have to recrack GD every time.
How many people survived the Bataclan?
12.
Really?
Out of
Is
100?
this an official number? I don't think that's.
I don't believe that
I
at
don't
all.
think that's true.
Because they're just saying there's only 60
I
to
don't
100
think that's
people in
true.
there.
They
Now
were
they're saying there's
reporting
112 and 100 died. I mean,
There's no way the Bataclan.
You're not
the
gonna know
Bataclan
until
has only
tomorrow.
112 like seats.
It's nothing.
No, it's
Also,
way
it's
more.
Eagles of
I
Death
went
Metal.
there like
Actually,
at
I
least
could
10
I could
times.
see it
It's
because,
more
I
like
mean,
700.
Like it's a club, so there's like usually like one.
No, it's
major
not a
way
club.
in
It's
and
a
out.
theater. It's
Yeah, so there's one
there is
major
comedy
way in
club.
and
It's
out.
like you go there to see like a stand up and shit. But
Oh,
it's pretty big.
concerts and shit.
Concerts and stuff.
Yeah, I think I went there once to see Fishbone or something. But there's only usually one way, major way in and out. Like you come in from the back and you go to the front, and that's it.
Friends.
Like if somebody blocks off the back, you're kind of screwed unless you get
Okay,
through the stage.
so it says on the website that the Bataclan had tonight had 1,500 guests. So yeah,
1500.
1,500, 1K5.
But
I mean,
a lot of them
that's
could have
a pretty low
evacuated before
efficiency
they were taken
ratio. It's
hostage,
only like
though.
10%. I mean,
Not even. It's
maybe
more
that's
like
more
5%.
believable.
And they're saying that around 100 of them were killed, right? I don't know.
80. The
80?
the latest one is 118 people died total and 80 in Bataclan.
What?
I'm watching a news channel right now live.
All right, good
I
luck.
think but it's in French.
Later.
Okay, I have to pick up Nathan from his grandmother's in 2 hours, but I also haven't eaten yet. I'm really fucking hungry. I think I'm gonna run, I guess, in the eat, and then we'll play like a campaign mission. And then we will, yeah, I'll probably stream more after I pick up Nathan. because I think he's just gonna come back here and sleep. What do you think should be done about the Paris issue? What do you want me to answer? I don't know, dog. What the fuck? Fuck. 44 degrees. We're gonna brave the cold, boys. We can do it.
It just turns the entire concept into a meme.
What's up, Yankee shitter?
What? Oh, hi.
Do you think that if this is like a really tough question, I understand if you don't think you can answer it. Do you think that if the United States would have left Iraq alone, do you think that that was part of like ISIS coming to power? Was the instability there gave them the opportunity to expand as much as they have, or do you think it wouldn't have mattered much? I'm just curious.
Well, so yeah, probably. Well, it was more they weren't unstable. It was just Maliki's decisions to remove certain people from power, and that caused the instability. It wasn't like our doing. But yeah,
in the Iraqi government, does the president have like the supreme authority to just like knock everybody out, or what?
Maliki did, but it's slowly being changed. I forgot the fucking new guy's name, but he's making it so there's like more of a parliamentary kind of power instead of just like one guy figurehead power.
Okay.
But it was more of this Arab Spring that caused ISIS to go to like Syria and just breed there. And then they came back to Iraq, and it was just too much for either government to handle.
Gotcha. So ISIS would probably still exist in some form today, but it's arguable that they would have as much land, at least in Iraq, if...
Yeah, they would be much smaller, and they would be in Syria, probably. And I don't think they would make much headway in Iraq if it wasn't for Maliki. Can you ban Hannibal?
Where?
He's in the other channel.
Why was he saying?
I was just memeing.
Oh, yeah, that's
I can hear him.
What's your background with all this? Why do you know so much about this? Do you just read a lot, or
I
what?
just like it. And I have family and friends who are kind of in there, kind of in the military and stuff. But I've been like kind of watching it for 10 years. I just like the part of the world. Did you watch the video I posted?
No, I hadn't had a chance to yet, no.
It's like with explosions and guns.
Why does the United States hate Assad so much?
I'm sorry, what?
Why does the United States hate Assad so much?
Well, he supports, or he's with Russia. That's one reason. He kind of supported Al Qaeda when we were in Iraq. It's through Iran. You know how Iran was funding Shia militias? There's unbased rumors that Assad was helping them by like leaving an open border so they could go from Iraq to Syria and back and forth.
Oh, so kind of what we were accusing Iraq of doing, like leaving open borders for the Al Qaeda to kind of reside in and whatnot. Isn't that part of
Pakistan?
Didn't we say that Iraq was doing the same thing though? Wasn't that part of our reason for invading? We were saying that they were kind of like harboring Al Qaeda by not doing anything about them.
In 2006, there was like some documents released that showed said that Saddam Hussein had connections to Al Qaeda, and that he was calling for them to come to Iraq to fight for them in like a global jihad. But I don't believe that. It's kind of like our justification almost.
Yeah, sure.
But Assad also is, a brutal dictator that kills hundreds of thousands of his own people. That's kind of a good reason to hate him.
Sure. Where does the FSA reside? Do they like live in?
I can find a map real quick.
Do they own like land in the same way that ISIS does, or do they just kind of like exist in Syria as like free rebels or whatever?
Well, they do like own and police their own land, but I don't know how ISIS does it. They have a law and code. I'm pretty sure the Southern Front is adopting the Arab League, their code of law, but no Arab nation actually has adopted it yet, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Here's a modern map.
Somebody linked a news report with a guy who was talking about the Syrian oil, how they're able to, or not, I'm sorry, the ISIS oil, how they were able to sell it, and it pretty much sounded pretty much what you said, that it's really just a bunch of normal people just looking to make money who are kind of like all trucking it out and like moving it around, and how like everybody, I guess like, I think it was saying like pretty much everybody in Syria like pretty much relies on the oil that ISIS was shipping, or.
Well, yeah, that's how
But
they
like
get
if you
money to
lived
buy
if you
bread
lived
and
in like
stuff.
a certain like area, like you're pretty much guaranteed to be using oil from ISIS, like.
Yeah, that's their main source of profit. So that's how they're getting all their money. It kind of trickles down. But if you look at that map, and if you look to the north, west of Syria, the teal, that's al-Nusra, and it's basically Al-Qaeda. They have a lot of land too. And that's who we're accused of supporting, because we give tow missiles to like multiple FSA groups, including and some of them either joined or like are destroyed by al-Nusra, and so the tows get taken by them and used on the SSA. So it looks like we're funding them.
Are we not?
No, we're not.
Just kind of.
Not yeah, it's just kind of they pick up like an M16 and they show it on video. It's like, oh, we're funding them. Nah, no, we're not.
And you're talking about which group right now?
The teal. If you look at the green.
And you're saying the teal represents who, not the FSA?
Al-Nusra.
Okay, and who is Al-Nusra?
Al-Nusra is Al-Qaeda in Syria, basically.
Oh, okay. So in Syria right now, okay, sorry, this is really clusterfucky. So in Syria right now, you have Al-Qaeda, who is the teal, right?
Yes.
And the
within
red
the green.
is the red.
That's Assad.
The red is Assad. What is just the green? Is
that's all the FSA groups.
Okay.
And
So
like
green is
umbrella term.
FSA, and then you have the Al-Qaeda who they fight alongside the FSA?
Yes, in most terms. There's some groups of the FSA that actually fight with the Kurds, like in Kobani, they fought side by side.
Okay.
So yeah.
And is the yellow the Kurds?
Yeah.
So,
If you look at the Kurds, you notice like some green and yellow. That's because the FSA are there helping them.
So Syria seems like pretty fucked right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of groups. But right now, I'm pretty sure the Russians are gonna turn the tides to everything. They're attacking the rebels, so the rebels are gonna get destroyed.
And the rebels, by rebels you mean FSA, who's backed by America,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Well, some groups are. We
Sure.
only support the moderates.
Okay, sure.
But Iraq's looking good.
Assuming they move out, they continue to move out all of the ISIS people, right?
Well, they're doing a pretty good job at it. They're getting the PMU, which is basically Shia militias that fought the Americans. They're funded by Iran and Russia. They're just basically Zerg rushing ISIS. They have so many people. And they have a much higher morale than the Iraqi army, so they don't really retreat. They just keep fighting. and they're taking a lot of land. And but the only problem is they're not working hand in hand with the Peshmerga. So
Who's
if
the
they were
Peshmerga? What's that?
if they're the Iraqi Kurds. So if you like, there's three main groups of the Kurds. There's the PKK, which are terrorists. They operate within Turkey and Syria, and sometimes Iraq. As you have the Peshmerga, which are if you look at the map, they're the darker shade of yellow, and they only operate in Iraq mostly, and I'm pretty sure only Iraq. And they're the most moderate. We give the most support to them. They're probably the most state-like Kurds. And then you have the Syrian Kurds, which are just YPG, and their affiliates. And the YPG or Syrian Kurds are the kind of the middleman. They're not as good as the Peshmerga, but they're not as crazy as the PKK. They're more communist, like, kinda.
Gotcha. Huh. Do the like the OPEC oil prices, are they being at all, are they, so like I remember reading that ISIS is having some trouble because oil prices are so low right now. Is that by coincidence, or is it pretty much unrelated to the...
I thought Saudi Arabia was controlling the prices to destroy America's fracking. Am I wrong?
And well, initially that's what I had heard, that the supply was being flooded on the market to damage America's ability to do the fracking, but...
And then there's Russia. Because,
yeah, it seems like there's a lot of, like, the problem is, like, there are so many...
Coincidence.
Yeah, it seems like there are a lot of huge things that are occurring as a result of that fallout. Like, I don't know how much that played into Canada's currency, but exporting oil is a big deal for Canada, or is it not? Like, we get the majority of our oil from Canada. Russia's
and we
economy...
export a ton too.
Yeah, and Russia's economy supposedly has fuckloads of problems with the falling oil prices as well.
The major problem, too, is that Russia, all the satellite states of Russia, they were dependent on Russia. So now they're gaining their independence from them. So Russia's going to be permanently fucked in that market.
And what? Say that one more time.
In like Lithuania and most of the Baltics, right? They only buy they used to only buy their oil from Russia, but now they're just changing sides and switching from Russia to other buyers or other sellers.
Yeah, so it seems like the oil stuff is having like a huge ripple effect on like the entire world. Like, it seems like it's really adversely affected Canada. American fracking companies are obviously, I don't know whether they weather the storm or not. I don't know how that's going to work out. The Russian economy is super fucked, and the ability for ISIS to generate income also seems, from the article I read where they were talking about how ISIS was being able to sell its oil, that there were a lot of adverse effects on them because of the tanking oil prices. Huh. But all of this is all of this fallout is just because Saudi Arabia wants to fuck over United States fracking companies, like.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like just it didn't start that. Oh, yeah, that's how it started, and then Russia thing started, and then now ISIS is going on. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just Saudi Arabia trying to kill fracking. But if you look at the new map, or it's actually the old map that I posted, if you look at the Kurds. How they're like nothing.
Is that the most recent one, or that you posted? Where? The one that you posted most recently?
Yeah, that's actually the map from last year. It was when Kobani was on its last leg. It was the last stronghold of the entire canton.
So this is the Kurds being pushed out of Syria?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
There's three cantons, one to the left, one in the center, and one to the right. They were never originally connected. There's always like a little gap. But Kobani, it was their last stand. It was their last stronghold. They were sending forces from Turkey into Kobani. We were dropping thousands of bombs, and we were just. I think ISIS ran out of tanks or heavy weaponry, and the Kurds were able to push back. ISIS did a full retreat, and the entire canton was freed. Not only that, they kept pushing. They pushed into Al Raqqa, and then unified the two cantons. So now there's just two, one to the left and one big one.
Sure. So what is the so then looking at this, so then how does ISIS fit into this picture again? I guess so now that I understand at least a little bit more in terms of the Syrian forces that support Assad, the FSA, the Al Qaeda within the FSA, and the Kurds. So how does ISIS fit into all of these people?
They're attacking everyone at once.
Okay, so none of these people would consider themselves
allies to ISIS? No. No, not at all. There's some people that kind of, and I wouldn't say ignore ISIS, but if they're attacking a group, they're gonna let them attack them. So, like, for instance, is in the northwest of Syria, I'm pretty sure there's something going on with the SSA encircling the rebel group, and ISIS is just kind of letting them do that.
SSA is Russia, right?
But
Or-
it's Syria.
Oh,
but
SSA is
Russia
Syria.
backs them.
Okay.
So as the Syrian government is doing something to the Syrian rebels, but if somebody were to attack the Syrian government, they would be completely fucked. But for whatever reason, ISIS isn't doing that. This is just because they want to weaken the rebels so they can later go in and clean up everybody.
What do you have in the background? What's all that slapping?
That's my fucking chihuahua attacking a water bottle.
Oh, nice.
Don't chill the fuck out. I took it away.
Okay, so, because I'm completely ignorant of this, what the fuck are the Kurds? Do these people have, like, a country they live in, or are they just, like, a people that, or what?
They're the largest ethnic group without a country. They're
Okay.
just a race of people.
And this is one of the big things that started the first Gulf War? Was Saddam fucking them all up with gas or whatever? Or
The reason why the first Gulf War started was because Saudi Arabia invited us to invade Kuwait to liberate them. We didn't. Well, can you still hear him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't Saddam try to, like, fuck the Kurds up a lot? Wasn't he? Didn't he have,
Yeah,
like,
he genocided them multiple times.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands gassed. It was pretty bad. We use that for justification as the Second Gulf War, as a moral basis.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, we prevented genocide by removing Saddam. Why are people mad that I said that we liberated Kuwait? We didn't do that. That was completely justified. The first Gulf War we invited.
So then if ISIS is completely pushed out of Iraq, the other oil fields they have, you said, are in Syria?
Syria, yeah.
Gotcha. And that's not shown on this map that you linked me, right? That shows the FSA.
No, this was just cities, borders, and roads.
Gotcha. So are the Kurds like trying to get control of a country, or what the fuck are the what's like the goal of the Kurdish people?
So during the Iran-Iraq war, they were able to, since Iraq was like really committed to Iran, they were able to gain a lot of ground and more independence. But you know, genocide happened. So that after the U.S. invaded, they went full out and they got more modernized weapons. They got heavy weapons, and they got more land. And now they're even pushing more. The only problem is they can never really gain real statehood because Turkey would more or less invade them. So like this is as good as it's gonna get for them, I believe. Because if they, gain independence from Iraq, Iraq's probably gonna hate them, and Turkey's definitely going to hate them.
Who are the three groups in Iraq again? The Sunnis, who else?
Well, there's more than three, but the major ones are the Kurds, the Sunnis, and the Shia.
Gotcha. And the Ba'ath Party was?
Shia.
Gotcha. Those were the ones when the UN came in, and we built their new government. We kicked all of the Shias.
For good reason. Well, no. We didn't go after the Shia. We went after the Ba'ath.
Well, yeah, but the Ba'ath was every single person that had been in government under Saddam, right? Like everybody involved in that political party, sure. And they were primarily Shias, and then they were pretty much replaced with Sunnis.
Yeah, more or less. It was mixed, but it was more or less Sunni. And Maliki was Sunni, and he removed the Shia.
Gotcha.
But I think it was a good reason to remove the bath. I mean, a lot of people say like removing the officers and like completely cucking them in that way is kind of bad. I agree with that. But seeing how ISIS was started and is still operated by Ba'ath leaders or former Ba'ath leaders, it kind of is testament that if we would have left them, there would have been like a coup or some shit like that, or an actual civil war. But now it's just like a illegitimate group trying to like claim the Sunni territory.
Yeah, some people in chat are really mad right now. Malaki was Shia, Saddam was Sunni.
Wait, am I mixing them up?
You might have mixed them up. I don't remember. The Ba'ath, whatever people those were, they were the minority people in the country, correct?
It was just a party.
Yeah, but the religious group that they were, or like the people group that they were affiliated with, were the minority of the country, were they not? I guess I can just look it up. Ba'ath? I don't know.
Oh, wait. So Maliki was Shia, yeah, and he fucked over the Sunnis, yeah. Did I say the opposite?
Oh yeah, I think it was just the opposite.
Okay, my bad.
So Ba'ath was the Sunni minority, and then the Shias were the majority, and then the Kurds, I guess, are just off to the side doing whatever.
Yes. Sorry.
The Kurds have never had any significant involvement in the Iraqi government.
Not really. They've been doing their own shit.
Gotcha.
The Arabs wouldn't let Kurds rule them. That's like one of the major fighting points. With Kirkuk, a major city, the Kurds, are they still in power there? I'm pretty sure they are.
How do groups like when you talk about like the Kurds or the FSA or anything, how do these people get control of a city? What does this mean? Like
they walk in and take over.
Like so, like the government and everything just becomes like, and everybody just like continues to function.
Yeah, they're the guys with guns. If something happens, they're there.
Weird. And like, and so like the country never doesn't have like an army to send to like take it back, or
what? Oh,
like the country, the nation who's losing cities to like Kurds or whatever doesn't have like a
so right now, what would the Iraqi government do? Go into Kirkuk and like try to attack the Kurds? Now they're fighting on two fronts against what was once their ally. I mean, it's not worth it for them.
So the problem is just the massive amount of like instability in the countries makes it so they can't just deal with it, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Arabs that are pissed off about it because what happened? It was originally a Kurdish city. The Arabs like genocided, then moved in, and now. Okay, that dog is dead.
Okay. So what's going to happen post Iraq? Say right now that Iraq does really well and is able to completely kick out all of the ISIS people, and then it becomes a good nation again who's got that shit under control. What happens next to the Kurdish people in Iraq? Do they go after them next? Do they just leave them and chill, or what?
I have no idea. Probably the government would just leave them and chill because the U.S. is okay with both of them.
Gotcha. But you don't think at that point that the Kurds wouldn't want like their own nation, like wouldn't start pushing for that more, or?
I think they're smart enough not to do that. They don't have any modern like airplanes or missile defense. Turkey would bomb the shit out of them.
Oh, okay.
Iraq would probably support Turkey.
So is Turkey? So Turkey like the good guys? I hear a lot of really bad shit about Turkey.
Turkey's not very nice.
But we're allied with them because of what? Because of Russia or what?
They're powerful.
Are they like
and
really?
They control the Black Sea, right?
I have no idea. Do they?
Am I saying the Black Sea? Is that right? You know, Constantinople, they control that. They're powerful. They're strong. Why wouldn't we support them?
Holy fuck, Turkey's fucking huge.
Yeah. And the problem is the PKK is like claiming a huge amount of land of Turkey.
PKK is Kurdish people?
Yeah, terrorist Kurds.
Terrorist Kurds. When you say terrorist, what do you mean by that? Like
we identify them as terrorists.
So like they attack
civilians.
Turkish people?
They bomb civilians.
Oh sure, but even like
and they
I'm guessing
police officers.
Oh, okay. The FSA probably attacks civilians too, no? Like or
What do you mean by that? Like barrel bombs? It is like.
I'm guessing that like
indiscriminately
anytime
bombed?
you have like rebels or freedom fighters, does the FSA are there ever like Syrian civilian casualties as a result
Oh
of
yeah,
FSA?
of course. Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think they ever like specifically we're gonna like fuck up these civilians.
Oh yeah,
or
sure.
anything.
I just get it gets really weird to hear when I hear people say things like Syrian rebel freedom fighters and then like ISIS terrorists. Like it seems like sometimes
I've
the
never called
line.
them freedom fighters.
I think
rebels.
I've heard it before. Oh yeah, but even like rebels is kind of like that's a really nice word, right? Like rebels is usually like a positive.
Really?
Yeah, rebel and freedom. Rebel sounds way better than terrorist, don't you think?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. So the Kurdish. So you said there are three major Kurdish people: the PKK, right?
Yeah, the Turkish terrorist Kurds.
Who are terrorists as fuck, who exist in Turkey, and then
The
other,
YPG.
the YPG
Is a Syrian,
is
and
this-
they have a bunch of affiliates like YJP. It's like a female, I think.
Okay.
And then the Peshmerga, which are the Iraqi Kurds.
Peshmerga are the ones in northern Iraq that are just kind of like bros and just kind of chill and don't like fuck with much. Or yeah.
They don't really do anything that bad. Like no ethnic cleansing or anything like that.
What? And you said they were called what?
Peshmerga.
Peshmerga. So do the Peshmerga conflict with ISIS at all, or do they like leave each other alone, or how does that work?
Well, right now, Peshmerga has captured all of Kurdish land and then some, but they can't.
Wait.
realistically-
Peshmerga, the Kurdish, have
Peshmerga.
captured. Peshmerga, the Kurdish, have
Yeah.
captured Kurdish land. What do you mean by that? Like taking it back from ISIS, or?
Yeah, ISIS like invaded Kurdish land and they took it back.
Okay.
But now they can't like exactly push into Arab land and then say we own this now. So they just stopped.
Sure, because if they were to push back and eradicate the ISIS there, they would have to give it back to whoever.
Yeah, and if there's no one nearby, they kind of have to police it.
Sure. Okay.
And then all the Arabs get mad and they run away or they fight back. That happens in the Syria when there's not a FSA group with the Syrian group, all the Arab civilians run away from the village.
Gotcha. So it seems like in looking at this area, just like in a general sense, it seems like the borders are pretty fluid here. Like it doesn't seem like there are many hard borders and all of this shit going on. Like it seems like it's more kind of like defined by conflict and shit. Do you agree or not? It seems kind of.
I mean, I'm pretty sure ISIS made the big standpoint when they destroyed the border between Iraq and Syria that it is kind of very fluid. But it's more based on ethnic population.
Yeah, than just like this country is this
Yeah.
and this country is that. It seems more, like the Kurdish people have like their own mini little amoeba country that kind of blibs. and
Because
bows
it's
around.
still a very tribal area.
Sure. Huh. Yeah, so somebody's telling me that he's an Iraqi, and he says that Iraqi is like really fucked as a country because everybody all divides themselves by religious sects, which is kind of how it seemed to me in reading. It seemed like you had like the Sunnis and the Shiites and like the Kurdish people, and they all were like kind of their own religious people. Like it seemed like it was really hard to like, I've never seen anything that makes me feel like the Iraqi people have like a strong sense of nationality or whatever. So one of the things is like, we're Iraqis. It seems like everybody's like a Sunni or a Shiite or whatever.
Yeah, the national identity doesn't really exist after the Arabs lost a war with Israel. And it was replaced with Islamic extremism. At least that's what I've heard.
Gotcha. All right, sounds cool. Okay, I love you. Have fun. Go back up. Don't be mean.
Wait, something important.
Whoa, what? Are you about
Is
to ban? I'm
Stan
banning you.
on?
Kill
No,
yourself.
Stan.
No, fuck off. What do you want? I'm not unbanning you if he bans you.
Make this an emote.
Oh, the Cox thing. Maybe we'll see.
He says it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think picnic's bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll talk to him about it. All right. Have fun.
Nope, just do it.
Okay. Good luck. Peace out. What a day. All right, I need to get I feel like I'm not gonna have time for anything. If I go and get food now, I'm not really gonna have enough time to come back and play like any campaign missions. Destiny, someone who just recently got back from Iraq, I can tell you that unless something drastic changes in the overall strategy there, ISIS won't be pushed out of Iraq anytime soon. Why isn't Iraq? I was under the impression that Iraq was making good progress on like all fronts against ISIS, so they were like moving them out of. Didn't they recently kick them out of? Or not recently, but didn't they kick them out of Fallujah? Fuck, and what else? Fuck, what was it? They're fucking Baghdad, right? Is that not true or? The Iraqi Shiite government is a joke. They're still in Fallujah? Oh. Never mind. Look at the map. ISIS is all around the Sunni areas of Iraq. Why? The Sunni areas don't fight back, and as soon as ISIS comes, they immediately switch back. This is what happens when they took Mosul. I don't know, man. Hold on, I'll be back in a second. I'll figure out what we're gonna do. How long can I go without eating? I haven't eaten anything today. I feel like I need to go get food. I don't think I can do a campaign mission before I have to pick up Nathan, because I have to leave within an hour to do that. Alright, Crux, what's wrong with your shit? Hold on, I'll look. Crux subscription expired. Authentication. You authenticate via Twitch. Crux, are you actually a Twitch sub? Oh. That's really strange. I see you subbed there. Alright, I forwarded it to web guys. I should look at it. I'll order you pizza if you keep streaming. Well, the problem is I have to leave soon. I'll play like one ladder game. I'm sorry. Oh, what a day. I noticed you, Gamma. I noticed you saying no one noticed you, but I don't know what.
We require more minerals. 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 Spawn more overlords. Spawn.
Fuck! I wasn't supposed to feel anything. Destiny, do you think you will get a high view count for Starcraft 2 if you aren't able to stream as often as others? I don't know. I think I can stream pretty often. I just have to pick up Nathan tonight because Rachel's doing some stuff.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Will I stream after? Yeah, I should. Because I'm just bringing him back here and he's going to be sleeping. Is this a natural or is this a third?
We require. We require more minerals. We require not enough energy. We must spawn more overlords.
Fuck.
We require more Vespene gas. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Not enough energy. We require more minerals. Not enough energy.
My roach one is too late. I think I lose. Just kidding. Oh, just kidding about the just kidding.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Spawn more over unacceptable command. Spawn more overlords. Spawn more. Metamorphosis complete. We require more minerals. We require osmosis. I'm under attack. We require more minerals.
2 points? What the fuck?
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Spawn more overlords. Spawn more overlords. Game paused. Game resumed. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
What? I don't need to I don't need to build any lings, right? Because he made a marine.
Our forces are under attack.
Weird. What do I expand on? I do like 17, 16, 16, I think. 17 expand, 16 gas, 16 pool. I wonder if I should have set my game on Twitch. I didn't bother setting it, so I'm not going to be streaming for very long. Nah, fuck it.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Not enough. Not enough energy. Spawn more. Not enough energy.
Am I using new units or just following the Heart of the Swarm meta? For this matchup, I do pretty much Heart of the Swarm, I think. I use Lurkers against Protoss and Zerg, though. Okay.
Our forces are under attack.